I've worked in the underworld for a couple of weeks now. Not literally the underworld, but close enough. And the wicked people who falsely wear the mask of good are repent here. That's how they get you. No one cares about you here. And the most important thing are the rules. And if you don't follow the rules, then odds are you'll end up on the menu. No one will know, of course. My ticket to the underworld happened when an old coworker contacted me while I was job hunting. Since we worked together before, Claire knew I could handle the rules of her new job, but she withheld that part until after I was hired. Yeah, that still gets me. The district manager didn't even tell me about the rules at my interview. They needed workers badly. It was my misfortune to have Claire train me and tell me about the rules. I'll write about the ones I've heard about on the first day. There are more, but the list is long. Number 1. Always wear your name tag before you go behind the counter. Anyone without one is free game once they have stepped behind the counter. Number 2. Always check the schedule on the board. Never remove it unless the manager tells you to. Never trust a schedule that's floating around. It can be found in random areas. The managers didn't write it. We don't know who makes it. Number 3. Always wear a belt. It might save your life one day. Number 4. Never dye your hair unnatural colors. It attracts attention. You don't want to be noticed here. Number 5. Wear non-slip shoes. If you or someone else slips, then grab their name tag and say, "Person's name." It is not a waste of food. Person's name is needed to work right now. Do not hesitate. Be fast about it and do not get the person's name wrong. Number 6. Never look into the district manager's eyes when she stares into space. You will end up seeing the things she does, and they will follow you home. Number 7. If a customer is staring at you, then address them quickly. If the person smiles and never says a word, then alert a manager. The manager will have to arrange for someone to walk you to your car or to stay with you while they wait for your ride. Do not leave the building by yourself. Number 8. Do not stay on the property an hour after your shift. At that point, you're a customer and you are free game for the things that live there. I got to see Rule 1 in action on my first day. Claire was teaching me the ropes. She was showing me how to use the register in the lobby when a customer walked in. The lady stared at her phone and ordered a medium, meal cooked fresh. It was while Claire was showing me how the bagging system worked when the lady, I'll call her Kay, decided that she needed to leave fast. "Hey, what's taking my order so long? I ordered 15 minutes ago," Kay screeched at us. She'd only been waiting 3 minutes. As Claire approached the counter to calm Kay down, Kay decided to take things into her own hands and stopped behind the counter. The counter had an open space for employees to step through. "Ma'am, you can't be behind the counter. Please step back," Claire pleaded. "I want my food now. You idiots are taking too long. Do I have to get my food myself?" Kay yelled at Claire and stood her ground. The overhead lights dimmed as Claire kept pleading with Kay to move back. I had the misfortune to see the shadows flicker next to Kay. The shadows were faint, but they started to become clearer. The longer Kay refused to move. The impressions of multiple eyes and fangs were beginning to become more defined as the lights became dimmer. I've learned the hard way to not mess with the creatures like this, and the fear from that incident kept me still. Kay, thinking that she was winning when Claire started to retreat, took a step forward. Before she could make her next step, one of the creatures' hand grabbed her head. Its hand was big enough to cover her face, but through its shadowed body, you could still see her face frozen in surprise. The next instant, the light shut off. The darkness was complete, and the silence with it instilled terror. A building with 16 people, and there was not a sound. Blatantly, the lights returned. I covered my eyes as pain shot through them from the sudden change. A sound returned with a sudden burst, like when your ears pop on a flight. When I managed to open my eyes, Claire was now next to me. There was no trace of Kay or the shadow creatures. Without a word to me, Claire cleared the monitor of Kay's order and called back to the kitchen crew that they had an extra burger. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Thank you for listening. I'll see you guys in the next story. So sit back, relax, and listen.